Messi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just when you think he's done everything, he comes up with something even more special. Nani.
Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place! What a player! Rolling for Vardy. Onside. Jamie Vardy! History! Leicester number 9 beat 10 and scores 11 in a row! And then Ronaldo!
City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 13 of Soccer Card Collective with Dan, Vincent, and Luke. How are you guys? What's happening?
Good, Dan. What's going on?
Pretty cruisy into Melbourne Cup Day here in Melbourne. Now that we can escape the four walls, it's good to get out and about, and it's interesting that we've aligned it with Melbourne Cup Day. You know, it's pretty interesting how the politics end up going that way. But you know, let's not get too political. Yeah, it's convenient, you know. Like it's convenient that racing hasn't stopped at all throughout all of this, and then we open up fully when it's Melbourne Cup Day. It's very, very interesting, but it's all good.
It's all right. We're here for different matters.
Vincent doesn't know what we're talking about whatsoever, do you?
It's all good.
It's the greatest racing experience in the world. You know, the
racing experience.
Have you been before, Dan? On Cup Day?
No, I've been to, you know, what's the one with the girls? Derby Day, is it? Yeah, I've been to that one.
Is that the girls one? I went to that one. I went to that one too.
You did?
I've been to that one too.
Obviously, one with the girls.
I think it's the young one. I think, I don't know. Those what they told me when I went there. Like all the young people got on the Derby Day. I was like, all right, okay. It's a good day though. Like, poured down rain, but still good.
There you go. Anyway, let's get into it. Another great week of football. We're going to power through the games because obviously we won't spend too much time. I think we spent about an hour on it last week, which we obviously don't want. We want to give the people what they want, which is soccer card talk. But obviously, let's give them a little bit of our thoughts for this week, and we'll start as we always do with the Premier League. Some crazy results here, actually crazy results across all the leagues, which would be good to go through. Which one did you guys want to go through first? Which one did you watch?
Let's start with Liverpool-Brighton. It's just an honorable mention for Leandro Trossard. He was the one who made the 2-2. He's part of the national team for Belgium. He was playing in the Jupiler Pro League, then went to Brighton, and he's been playing there ever since. He is one example of a player that goes to the Premier League and actually make it work. He's not playing in the biggest of teams, but he's consistently playing. He's a very big part of the team, and he scored to winning the point for Brighton. So good to see a Belgian scoring against Liverpool, because it's not against Leeds or something; it's against Liverpool. So,
how old is Trossard?
He's 26, I think.
26.
Let me double check. Trossard is 26. Yeah.
Okay. Great effort for Brighton.
Yeah, Liverpool dropping points at home as well.
6 shots on target compared to 3 of Liverpool. It's only 41% possession, so it's not like they've been run over. If it was 25 or 30.
Who started? Go to the lineup for Liverpool.
Konate.
Usual 3.
Jones, Salah. Yeah, so
it's pretty full strength to me. Pretty close to it.
Against a good team. So
yeah. Unfortunate to drop points.
Bit of a hangover from the 5-0 victory, potentially.
Could be.
Belgium newspapers were all over the fact that he scored. So, and that doesn't happen a lot. So, yeah, good to see. Yeah, good to see.
Happens like when when big teams play against big teams, they tend to power up for it. But when they play against the smaller teams, think they can get the victory, it doesn't always come out the way that they think it should. Any other games you guys watch?
We watched the Leicester and Arsenal game. Where's that on here? Is it on here?
Let's be further up.
There it is. Yep.
Arsenal pulling some victories together. 2-0 over Leicester.
They were pretty good. Unfortunately, due to my technical difficulties on my stream, I didn't get to see the first half. But second half, they were pretty good. Leicester did have periods of dominance. Ramsdale was good in goals for Arsenal. He made some great saves.
Yeah, he was insane.
Yeah. Maddison, again, he was pretty mediocre, apart from the free kick that somehow Ramsdale saved.
Again, a Belgian player, Sami Lokonga. He went to Arsenal start of this season. He came from Anderlecht, and he's been in the. I think the first game he played was against Chelsea. So he was dropped in there, like it was nothing, and he's been like Chelsea, Leicester. So he's been playing against very big teams, and he wasn't subbed off next to Thomas. So it's pretty impressive how these youngsters get into starting lineups and actually do well.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of Arsenal fans say good things about him too.
He was liked. Season. But I had my doubts because he was like, you had one very good season at Anderlecht. But that was also because the rest of Anderlecht was just bad. So he stood out. Yeah. So I was like worried that was too soon for him. But apparently not. So
no,
again, Jupiler Pro League product. There you go. Tier list done. Jupiler Pro League stuff.
The Jupiter Pro League is a proud sponsor of Soccer Card Collective.
There we go.
If only.
There we go.
If only.
I think I said when I hijacked your feed that that Saka has played his 100th game for Arsenal, which I think is amazing for somebody who's 19 years old, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's
19 or 20, I believe.
20. I just 20.
Unbelievable to get that many appearances under your belt already.
He just turned 20 in September, so yeah, it's insane. It's insane. He played 13 games for England, and what was it? 100 exactly? Yeah, 100 for Arsenal. Yeah. The first team of Arsenal, because he played 27 for the U18 and 25 for under 23. So he's played more than 150 games already since.
Wow.
For Arsenal, so
that's nuts.
Yeah, it's big.
Another one as well. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to change games. Sorry.
No, I was just thinking about Saka. Like, how unheard of is it? I think we take for granted the amount of games that like Rashford has played, even a Pedri has played, and things like that. It's like they've always been around, but they're so young. It's so rare for that many first team appearances, and we're seeing it more and more, which is great to see. But it also speaks to the quality of these players, and I think even with soccer cards, we can kind of forget that because we're always like, what's a new shiny rookie? But there are some still really good young players that maybe we should be gravitating towards a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Obviously, going to talk about this one, Lukey. Is that the one you're going to transition to?
City? I was going to go to Chelsea, Newcastle, just real quick. Double for Reece James, which is good to see. He's a player that I really enjoy watching from that wing back position. Good to see him score 2. Ziyech had a few chances in this game as well. But yeah, like you look at those possession
80%.
80%.
That's what I mean.
773 passes to 198. It's an absolute onslaught. But at halftime it was 0-0. So second half, Chelsea were able to convert, and Newcastle need those. They need those reinforcements quick.
Yeah,
real quick.
But what's the go? Is Werner out? Is Lukaku's obviously out?
Lukaku's injured as well.
Jeez, okay. So
both injured for now. So we're no real number 9 either. You're still able to score 3 goals away from home. It's definitely positive.
So Newcastle haven't obviously utilised all their money yet, so they're not the team that they could be. But I mean, they're no slouches either. Like it's still a good result.
City. Great week for Chelsea too. Like Liverpool dropping points, City losing. Yeah,
Great
I'm
week
not,
for Chelsea.
I'm not sure about this one, man. It's one of these weeks where they're just they can beat teams 5-0 on a weekly basis and then lose 2-0 at home against Crystal Palace. That's one of these games.
How many goals were after the red?
None. Before the red.
Only one.
Only one,
yeah.
So I mean, even still look at the position as well. What was it 60, 67?
68 to 32.
Yeah. I mean,
14 shots for 3 on target. That's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, that's a big issue. They still don't have really a true 9. So I mean, Foden up there allows them to play different than other teams with Grealish, Foden, Jesus. But again, you can have the best players in the world, but you still have to score goals. Kevin De Bruyne. Zaha scoring a goal. Love it.
We touched on it in our last feed, but Grealish, give us a little bit of thoughts, like a little bit of a stress test of his first, I don't know, almost half season-ish, quarter of season at Man City. What's the thoughts so far? Is he worth the fee?
No, I don't believe so. Even when that fee did come out, even at the time, I didn't think it was, it was £100 million, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Even at the time, I didn't think that, and now I definitely don't. I still don't think that. He started pretty well from the last few games. From what I've seen, he hasn't probably been as good. But yeah, it definitely hasn't lived up to the 100 mil, in my opinion.
No, I mean, it takes a while. It's just a new team, He's been playing. He was playing for Aston Villa for like 4 seasons before he went to City. So I get he needs to adapt to a completely different style, and the level is also different. I mean, playing for Aston Villa, he was a standout player. Now at City, he's like one of many. But if you look at his stats, sorry.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's started better than what he's playing at the moment in his first few games.
Yeah, if you look, he has 9 appearances for City in the Premier League. He's got 1 goal, gave 2 assists, but his XG and XA, which is expected goals and expected assists, is under the average. So it's not that he's like doing something that other players wouldn't be able to do. In the same position under the same circumstances. Now he does a lot for carrying the ball forward. That's the only thing he knows. Like, he doesn't know how to pass backwards, so he's just all about going forward. It's like Carrasco. As soon as he gets the ball, he just starts running, and he doesn't look around or doesn't care about what else happens. He just wants to get forward as soon as possible. But even with a guy like him who doesn't care about going backwards, they still didn't score a single goal in this game. So I think the fee was a bit much, considering, what was it, 100 million? Jesus.
100 million.
I wouldn't pay that for him. But I think it was more of like, we buy him so someone else doesn't. And yeah, it's like you think about, if you hear that number 100 million, it's like you expect like a 100 million impact on the team, and I don't think he's had that.
I don't think he's delivered that. No. I reckon a better use of that money would have been for Harry Kane, especially for their team too, with no real 9 here. I think Harry Kane would have done a lot more for this team than what Grealish has.
There's been a lot of that this season, buying players for the sake of it. So other people, obviously Ronaldo could be put in that category. Sancho maybe. Obviously Grealish. It's been quite strange the way things have kind of panned out.
I say Sancho not so much, because that's been linked for a while now. That was even from last summer.
Was that a need though, as much as other areas of the pitch?
No, definitely. It definitely wasn't a need. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just Manchester United for you. I mean,
that's Manchester United. Exactly right. Speaking of Manchester United, might as well speak about them. 3-0 victory. Obviously, Ronaldo got his goal to kind of springboard the game. Cavani,
it was a nice goal too. Nice goal too.
Rashford, absolutely, and tight angle as well. And this spelled the end of Tottenham's manager, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, Rashford too. What's that? 3 and 4, 4 and 5, maybe? No, 3 and 3. It's either 3 and 4 or 3 and 5.
Yeah.
He's been great. He's been great since returning, even if he's not playing full games yet or starting. Starting every game, I still think he's putting in performances and getting, contributing to the team.
Man, if you look at this lineup, he changed it a bit, like with Fred, McTominay, and Fernandes, like middle three. If you are Sancho right now or Van de Beek, you look at this lineup, you think, I'm never gonna get in. That's it.
Yeah.
This was my career at Man United. That's just it. Like, you're not gonna replace Ronaldo or Cavani, and you're not gonna get rid of Fred for what? Sancho. You're not gonna put him there. So you look. If I was them, I would just get this out as soon as possible. They're not gonna play in this team.
And what about Sancho getting back as well? I don't think he replaces Shaw.
I mean, you're going back to Dortmund
as a wing back. I don't think he could. I don't think he could replace Shaw.
No.
As poor as Shaw's been, defensively, I just don't believe.
Defensively, no.
He puts in more work than other forwards for Man United. If you look up the stats, but
to play in the wingback position, he's no defender in that fullback position. But then we've seen other players like Hudson-Odoi, mold into that position, and transition into that not so bad. But I don't know, it's different. Again, with Sancho.
I mean, look at players like Lingard. They have Sancho. They have Donny van der Beek. It's like they're just sitting there. It's like waiting for someone to get injured or something. I don't know. It's not gonna happen.
Saying that, do you think that this is a formation that they should be playing, regardless of the players that they've got? Do you think that this is more suited to Solskjaer's style, more suited to the Premier League?
No.
Don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think to the Premier.
Yeah, more to the Prem than Sols.
To the Premier League.
Yeah,
it's pretty close to how Chelsea line up if you think about it.
Yeah, and with Ronaldo,
more teams are using the back three now as well.
He wants to play the pressing style, and Ronaldo is not doing that. I think I'm not sure who said it in the interviews, but you don't always have to attack. It's fine just sitting back, soaking up the pressure, counter-attacking. Like, look at this team. Look at the pace they have in their team. Even with Ronaldo being 35 or 36, I don't know. Like, they have speed in this team. Like, just sit back, wait for the counter, and just finish it. Like what they did with the Bruno Fernandes to Ronaldo, great finish. Well, that's 1-0. People always expect Man United to push forward and be this super attacking team. You don't have to be. Like, it doesn't work. We've seen that. They've been struggling, but you don't have to do it if you cannot. If that's not the best what your team can do, then just don't do it. So
I think that
Tottenham was bad.
They're bad as well. I know. Bad. We might be giving Chelsea, Man United too much credit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Dyer, Jesus, he's still playing. Come on, man. And then
Tottenham aren't good.
And then Kane, where is he? I'm not sure. Was he on the pitch? I'm not sure. Son didn't do anything. I don't know with this team, man. Lucas, he's up and down. He had this great performance against Ajax in the Champions League 2 seasons ago, where he scored like 3 in 10 minutes. That was it. That's what you get from him. It's like either, I don't know. I just don't like this team. It's very boring to watch. They don't do anything. I was
gonna say Son did have quite a few chances in this game, like shots on goal and on target, but on goal.
I mean, he still didn't score. So that's what you want from a Son and a Kane. You're relying on them to make something happen and to get your points. So the fact that no one did something, with something I mean score goals, obviously. Yeah, bad.
It's a bit of music from your end, Vincent. You trying to serenade us with Belgian music?
No, it's something else.
It's all good.
Is it better now? Is it gone?
No, that's better. It's all good. Yeah, and obviously now they're looking for a new manager. What's the thoughts there? Do you think that was a good decision for them to make, and who could potentially take their job?
I was just having a look through their results, and like it seems like they're playing patches. Like they won their first 3 games, and I think they lost 2 or 3 in a row. And I think they won 1 or 2, and then again they've lost the last 2 now. So I'm not too sure if that's the consistency they want going forward. Probably probably not. I don't know what they sort of expect to be with this team though. What they expect to achieve this season. But yeah, in terms of replacements, I heard Conte's name come up. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was one that I did read.
I feel like Conte's name's coming up with every single new job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even going to coach a local side down near our way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you look at Tottenham right now, they either lose a game or win a game. There's 0 draws out of 10 games. So you either have a good playing Tottenham or you have just an abysmal one, I guess. 16 goals conceded, 9 scored. I mean, they don't even score 1 goal a game on average, which is...
Yeah, that's worrying.
It's always hard with these teams. I'm not sure what kind of coach would fit with them or see something different. I don't know. Let's look at it, man. 0. It's the only team in the league that didn't do a draw. So you either win or lose.
We've only conceded 3 goals this season, Vincent.
Chelsea.
Yeah, which is insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
Mendy is
he's great.
Next level. Yeah. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Tottenham.
Let's move leagues to Serie A. Oops, just clicked on the wrong one there. There's a few interesting games here just to fly through. Roma-Milan was this morning. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was absolutely on fire, scored a great goal, had one, probably in my book unfairly, pulled back for offside, and then they got the red card, and obviously they were all defensive from that point onwards. But I read a stat. Yeah, oh mate, what a free kick! What a free kick! They lay down behind the wall, and he still managed to kind of power it underneath it. It was quite good. But Milan have been on fire this season alongside Napoli at the top, both on 31 points. It's such an exciting nice year this season.
Only conceded 3 as well, Napoli. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, look at their others. Like 10, 12, 12, 14, 19. Wow, 9. Oh, no, that's scored. No.
Goals against.
Did Lazio concede 19 goals already? Jesus.
Lazio have been terrible at the back. Disgusting.
Napoli only 3. That's crazy.
Good, because they're scoring they're scoring a good amount of goals as well, and also not conceding, which defense wins you championships.
Yes.
The most underrated defender in the world, in my opinion, got a red card today, but he plays for Napoli. His name's...
Are we going to talk about it? Yeah, click on it. Yeah, click on it. Why not?
Koulibaly. Absolutely.
I swear we've been saying he's the most underrated defender for the last 5-6 years, though. Every window that comes up, his name is there. Koulibaly's leaving this summer. He's gone, no chance, and he just somehow just seems to stick around. Even in I think it was a few seasons ago, where there was problems with the owner and the players, and there's a bit of a divide there. They're like, all right, they're going to sell a lot of the big names. Mertens is out, Insigne's going to go. They've somehow all stayed. Koulibaly's a name that comes up literally every window, and he's somehow still there. Unfortunately, got red carded in this game. Mertens played up front with Osimhen being injured. I believe it's not as bad as what they first thought. I'm not sure exactly how many games it's going to be. But yeah, it was a shame to see him miss this game. I think Insigne didn't play as well.
Maybe he came on.
After midweek, he scored a double.
No, he didn't play.
No, a new sub. Yeah.
This Napoli team's very, very good. And look, Koulibaly, I think he's just a resident Napolitano at the moment. He's part of the culture now. He loves the environment, loves the city, loves the vibe, and I think that's obviously more important to him than maybe money. Potentially more important to him than playing in top teams in the world, because I genuinely think he probably rivals Van Dijk. He's kind of up there. I think Van Dijk may be slightly better, but he's up there. He's definitely up there with the best in the world.
I'd love to see him go somewhere else and just show what he could do.
Yeah,
Maybe get a bit more respect on his name, but at the same time, I'm not complaining if he stays at Napoli.
Well, I mean, you play Champions League. He'll be showing his talents that way. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Another guy that I keep on banging on about banged in 3 goals today. Dusan Vlahovic, up there with Haaland and Lewandowski with the most goals in 2021. If you guys saw that.
I didn't realize, but he scored more than Benzema. He scored more. Who else was on that list? Benzema was the other one. It's crazy. He's third.
So the list was Lewandowski, Haaland, and then Vlahovic, and then followed by Benzema and Messi. That's elite company. Yeah. Elite company.
That's wild. Wow.
He didn't extend his contract, right? Well.
He has not signed the contract, right? Yeah. So I would dare say that he's absolutely moving. They're talking about a January move, and the reason why they're talking about that is because I think the fans have turned against him a little bit because he hasn't signed that contract.
That's not good.
In some respects, yeah.
Keep scoring goals, Jesus.
I was gonna say sometimes like
morons.
What do the fans want sometimes? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, keep scoring goals. Like he can just step out. Like he just say, yeah, well then I'm done. See ya. But just keep scoring goals. So not sure what they want.
The issue is that Fiorentina's offered him a contract that they've never offered anyone ever before. So they've thrown the kitchen sink at him, and he's declined it.
So that means if they offer him 150 million, he has to stay or what? Like, was that stupid?
Yeah, I know. I do understand that the president, who's an American president, did say, how does a team like Fiorentina progress if, we're trying to spend the money to keep these players? When they leave, then we're back to square one, we have to spend it again. So they do find it a little bit difficult. I understand that, but it's just
building around him.
That's modern day football, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like the times where, who was it? Totti stayed for his entire career. That's done, man.
Yeah, they're gone.
Even Messi moved.
Those days are gone.
Yeah. Messi moved. Exactly.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
I hate to break it to the traditional football fans, but I'm pretty sure those days are gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Club loyalties.
Yeah. Should we say it's dead? Is it fair to say it's dead?
I mean, sometimes
pretty close to it.
Players get forced out, but like Messi, because I'm pretty sure he would have stayed. But that money, man, money moves it. If there's enough money involved, then that's it. Who scored for Roma? Who scored for Roma the goal? Was that Tammy? I hope it's Tammy.
Roma was not Tammy. It was El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy scored.
Okay.
Tammy and Zaniolo need that. They've even said it in recent times that they really need to step it up a little bit more. Not good enough in the final third, and I've got so many Zaniolo cards. I kind of need him to do something as well because I really believe in him. But man, I don't know. He's coming back from knee injury, so it's expected. But they're relying a lot on Pellegrini, and he doesn't necessarily have the ability to do that all the time to get the win. So definitely need Zaniolo and Abraham to step it up a little bit more. Your boy Leal, Lukey, has been on fire. He had a great game as well today.
Again, yeah. I didn't get to see any of this, unfortunately.
Guys,
if the last few weeks, he's good. He's very good.
He had a goal taken off. I want you guys just to check this out. I would show you the clip if I could. It was disallowed in this game. Positive, how are you? It was disallowed. What he did was he flicked it over the keeper, kept running on, and as the ball was coming down, he put the ball in the back of the net. So he like chipped the keeper to himself. Essentially,
oh my God.
It was wild. One of the coolest goals I've seen this season. Anyway.
I saw a rookie ticket. Here's a red one, PSA 9. I'm not sure what it ended up going for, but I had it in my watch list. And I missed the end of the auction, but I've got a few anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah, I've got one right here as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm curious what that ended up going for.
Inter Milan got the win. Juventus got another loss. So they lost midweek and they lost against Verona as well. Very much in the doldrums this season. Very, very bad. McKennie got the goal, so that's fantastic. Hey, Giovanni Simeone with the goal. That's what we should be talking about. Like, he scored 4 goals. He scored another 2. The guy's been on fire this season.
Yeah, and he's doing against Juventus. Well, maybe it's not a good benchmark at the moment, but it's still Juventus. And it's only still Verona. Nice. Good to see. Good to see. Let's hope
Is he young?
Let's hope he doesn't turn into his father.
I don't believe so.
No. I'm pretty sure I asked last time as well. I can't remember.
I think he might be mid-20s. Let me just have a see.
What's his name? Giovanni?
Yeah.
He is 26.
26, there you go.
26.
But doing very, very well. This Juventus team, I don't even know what to say. We're pretty much a mid-table team at this point. Like, there's not really much to talk about with them. They're just not putting it together. Allegri's got a lot to do. A lot to do. That's all I've really got to say about that, because it just gets me angry. I could dissect it, but really there's no point. They're a mid-table team. There's no point in talking about it. It was positive. You check that out, man. It's a crazy goal. Real Madrid 2, Elche 1. Vinicius scored a couple of goals in this, was it?
Yeah, double for Vinicius in this. So I thought we'd just recap that quickly.
Vinny Jr.
Having a great season.
He's
trying to win Vincent's respect. That's what it is.
I think he listened to one of my podcasts I did a while back with Vince from Soccer Cards Rock. And I didn't rate him at all. Still not convinced, but
even in this one,
what has he got to do?
It was like the first episode. It was the first episode of this podcast. You said you don't rate him. You just don't rate him.
Well, because he scored 2 goals again. That he's like all of a sudden world class. Or what do you mean?
He's scored a few in the Champions League and things like that. We'll talk about Vinicius. We've got a little segment a little bit later. We can maybe pick him apart.
Sure.
So there's that, and I believe Barcelona, which is obviously the game that we need to focus on because it was the catalyst for a sacking. Now, as Koeman was leaving the pitch, he had one last look. And, he said goodbye because that was it for him. Good decision, bad decision, thoughts?
I don't know with this team. What do they expect? Who are they gonna bring in? Like they were talking about Xavi, right? Another club legend. I don't know. Well, what is it gonna change? All of a sudden, people are gonna like Piqué is gonna turn into Piqué of 10 years ago, and Busquets is gonna get younger. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Like it takes time for these players to mature and evolve, and Barcelona has money issues too, so it's not that they can all of a sudden bring in a Koulibaly to replace Piqué. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's all about giving these young guys time and experience in the first team, because what else can they really do? They can't buy anyone. They can't bring anyone in of any caliber, of any high caliber anyway. So they're just going to sort of develop these young guys, and I'm not too sure why. Is Xavi the best guy to bring in as well? That's another question, but
I don't know.
Are they going the Chelsea route? They can't really bring anyone in, so they're going to bring a club legend in to give him some experience while sort of nurturing some of these young guys.
Xavi is coach already, right? No, I think he's a coach somewhere.
He's a coach in Dubai, and
I
believe
giving him quality experience though.
Have you seen the football that those that team is playing?
Yeah, he changed it. Like,
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually amazing. It
really changed the whole style of the team, and it's good to see. Yeah.
It's almost a tiki-taka style. Like it's actually really cool. Obviously, that's a completely different league, but I mean, he got a team who are a lot lesser in terms of the talent performing in a certain way.
Didn't he still play with Piqué and Busquets?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That's gotta be funny.
Well, I mean, Pirlo did those, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this was always going to happen. They always really wanted Xavi, and you might as well just rip the Band-Aid off now and not, string Koeman along. I feel like just get it done.
With these teams, you don't get too much room and space, especially as a coach, man. Like how long was it? Same with the Tottenham coach. He was there for 4 months. 4.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get too much.
That's Tottenham though. Like this is a bit Barcelona, Real Madrid. Like the fans and the expectations of the team is just a completely different level.
It's a problem. It's a problem because Pioli was about to get sacked for AC Milan. He was literally about to get sacked, and then they went on like a 6-game, undefeated run, and they had no choice but to keep him. But they were about to sack him, and now they're top of the league. There's something to be said about letting
almost top of the league.
Oh, sorry, I mean equal top. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I'm just joking.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you've got to give it a bit of time. Like Juventus is in the shit at the moment. We've been through 3 coaches in the last 3 years.
But do you think if it wasn't for that period of pressure on him, that it would have turned out to what it is? Like if they just said, "Oh, we're going to back you in, and we're going to, nothing's going to happen," do you think that he would have got the same response out of the team?
It's a fair point. It is a fair point. Like, I don't know. Is that at the end of the day, if you need that type of motivation and coaching Barcelona or coaching AC Milan isn't motivation enough, then you shouldn't be coaching. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. It's tough. Besides that, maybe Ligue 1 should be something we should look at, given the substitution halftime for Messi.
No, I don't think there's much to say.
Is there anything else to say?
Not really, is it?
Monaco lost.
Marseille won.
See. What did again 2-1 against Lille. Lille is not good this season. I think they're 7th or 8th or something.
So
Again,
he came off at half time. How come? I actually didn't get a chance to have a look why.
So I'm asking a question.
Injury?
I don't know.
I wasn't able to find it in the live game notes. It was just saying that it was subbed off, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Interesting choice. Cool.
Even the squad selection, like look at that. I'm just having a quick look at the squad. Hakimi didn't start. No Mbappe either. It's interesting squad selection. But anyway, still got the win.
Mbappe was on the bench. He must be injured.
Is he injured? I'm not too sure.
Must be.
Or he just said, you know what, stuff this, I'm going to Madrid now. I've had enough of you people.
All right, lads, let's move directly into the new release. We'll get into soccer cards now. New release by Topps, which is the Deco card collection, which was released, I believe it was Tuesday night, Melbourne time, 2 a.m. So I wanted to get a few boxes.
Did they call it Deco for the player? Or
no, I believe it's just a style. I think this came out for MLB as well. And it's kind of
like a collaboration with Deco. Like he chose the design.
Yeah, that's what I was. As you saying it, that's what I was thinking. But
no, so I think it's got that Gatsby vibe to it, or something like that. You know, that's what they're going with. I don't know how they came up with that name, but that's what
would suit him, man.
Yeah, I know.
If I was Deco, I would suit him.
Why not? I was searching it and all I could find was cards for him. So,
the first thing I'm going to say is those black borders are going to be an absolute bitch to grade.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's everything on there. Smallest.
That's a great point.
Whitening is killing you.
You're getting the 7 at PSA for 150
Have you seen?
US dollars.
There's actually
Shit, I didn't even see.
Legends. Oh, it's going.
Go to the autos. Go to the autos.
All right, let's go to the autos.
That's what
I want to see. That's what I want to see.
So wait. Before we do, let's go through. So each box has 1 autograph, 1 numbered parallel, 10 cards per pack, 8 packs per box. So 80 cards. So this is a little bit more extensive, obviously, than the Inception set. But at the end of the day, there's only 1 numbered card. and one autograph. So, a pretty basic set from what I'm looking at. There are some cool.
Yeah, Lilians. Well, let's see.
Yeah, so Drogba, Lukaku,
Sancho,
Pedri,
Ryan
Xavi.
Sancho, Giggs. Pedri, Xavi is a good one. Oh, that one,
That's
sorry?
cool.
Jadon Sancho, Ryan Giggs, interesting. Pedri, Xavi is I think that's Paulo Dybala, Del Piero is a good one. Ante Rebic, Inzaghi. I mean, is it like passing it on, because I don't feel like Rebic is anywhere close to Inzaghi. But that being said,
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Pedri, Xavi, I think is the big one in here.
Yeah.
Drogba and Lukaku is obviously also very, very nice, but I think Pedri, Xavi is the one you want.
I think there's an argument for Giggs and Sancho as well, especially because we talk about how much Man United.
Are we talking about a bench player and someone who won the league like 8 times? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking about how much Man United.
I think Ryan Giggs
love
holds the record, right?
cards.
I think he holds the record of most Premier League wins. I think he has 12 titles.
I'm
Really?
sure.
Yeah, I think so.
So, are there any other autos, or are they the only autos?
I don't think there's autos. These are just the checklist. So it's Descendants, there's Prodigy, which is some young players. I want to go back to Prodigy for a second. Memorable moments, magic numbers, artistry. The autos, there are some base Legends autos. There's some cool autos in here. Javi's there, Etu, Maldini, Inzaghi, Gerrard.
Jesus.
Is there any ones that you don't usually see, though?
Yeah, that's the point. Like, you always see Del Piero. You always see
Zola.
Wesley Schneider every time.
Did it catch?
Yeah.
So, talking about Ryan Giggs, let me come back on that one. So, he made a record of 963 appearances for United, and he won 34 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles. He holds the record of titles. Yeah.
That's
2
nuts.
Champions Leagues, and he's the English football's most decorated player. There you go.
Wow.
I think where this set stands out is the double autos and the triple autos as well, which you can get. So Rafinha, Alcantara, whatever.
Prodigy, there we go. Channel the Ketelare. There we go.
Harvey Elliott as well.
Anthony, I've been talking about Anthony. There we go.
Kulusevski, Lewandowski, Gravenberch, Reina, but these ones here are the interesting ones. So we have
triple auto. There's only the 2.
Javi, Samuel Eto'o, Maldini, Inzaghi, which I would love that. I'd absolutely love that.
That's a nice one.
Gerrard, Carragher, and then there's the triple autos, which you've got Zola, Drogba, John Terry. Interesting combination.
The last one is fire, man. Scholes, Giggs, and Cantona. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's big.
That's huge.
That's one I would want. That right there, because I grew up watching them. That's one I would want.
We're only talking about, what have we got here? 10, 5s, 15, 16 cards.
Yeah, well.
Around.
What are you saying, Vincent? You're ripping a box, or what? You taking a
punt? What was the price on these boxes?
So that's the other thing. Yeah. So firstly, they came out at 2 a.m. I wanted to get a box at least. But, 2 a.m., I've got a daughter. I'll wake up at like 5:30. That was never going to happen, right? So they released at €100. You can't get them under €275 at least. So you're looking at about...
no way.
I don't know, that 500 odd American dollars is what I'm seeing on 130 point ish.
So basically, you either pull an auto or a numbered card of a very good player, you get it graded, or you just lose the entire box value, right? Basically. I don't think there's a lot of true rookies in here, because the every single name I've seen right now on this list already has a card or a sticker, or no one like Sven Botman. No one's talking about him. So it's not like people are Noah Lang. It's like, no.
He's got autos already.
Base card,
there's some great players that you'd love autos of. Like this is the auto set. You've got Haaland, Bellingham, and all that, but they're not the rookies. They're absolutely not the rookies.
It's an auto of numbered, or you can just throw this away. Right. Let me see.
Messi, Bellingham,
Neymar.
Haaland, De Bruyne. Like there's some autos that you can get in this set that'd be amazing. Tonali auto, that'd be great.
I swear he's got an auto.
Felix.
I reckon he's got a lot of autos out there, Tonali.
$400 I see on eBay. 400.
How much?
$400 American.
US?
Yeah, US. Yeah.
So what are you saying, boys? Buy,
No.
not buy?
I'm gonna say not buy.
Yeah, I would
I'm also
put that
saying
in Tesla stock or something, or Bitcoin. I'm not gonna. Jesus Christ! I'm not gonna spend $400 on a box like this, where you have to hope for a good auto, or it's just gone.
Yeah.
Maybe in the first week you get some players who go up in price because it's a new product, people are excited. But as soon as people realize, oh, it's just another one of these boxes, and they already have 15 cards before this, there you go, that's gone. Price gonna drop. I'm gonna say the box is gonna go down to $250 in a month or something like that. I don't know. If no one cares about this, no one's gonna look at it, no one's gonna buy it anymore. Price is gonna drop. That's my best guess. I mean, there's some players in there I would want. I mean, you have Greenwood in there, you have Shalobah in there, you have Salah in there. I mean, great names, but no.
Did you say
I think
Chalobah's
this is
Yeah.
That'd be. I think that'll be a rookie.
Yeah, maybe.
Should be. I'm pretty sure he's only got the tops now.
I was actually hoping for Gavi, but I can't see his name in here at all.
Gavi? No, don't see him.
But-
Just control F and type his name. Maybe he's somewhere.
He's hidden.
Nope.
No, he's not in there.
Damn.
I think that's all product coming out. In all honesty, I think you'll be hard pressed to find a half decent rookie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damage. Like who
These are the prodigies. These have all come out already.
Who is Guardiol? You just go. I don't know.
Why is Liao in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, the young players. I think it's like the future stars that Topps Chrome come out with. You know, I think that's what it's like. But
maybe I'm really stupid.
There's not many rookies at all.
Mm.
So it's a cool set, but at the end of the day,
I don't know. I didn't really get back up to the design. I didn't love it the first time I looked at it, to be honest.
there's a design I wanted you guys to check out. I'm going to try get it on the side.
I like the design, to be honest. I like it. I think it looks cool. But as you said, like with the black borders, imagine pulling that. Imagine pulling that Del Piero auto or the triple auto, and it's like a complete white corner. Yeah, that's fun.
This is the one I wanted to show you guys. Let me just grab this for you. Because I thought
they did use great images, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you look at the Del Piero or the triple auto, or the Rena, or the Drogba with the Lukaku, these pictures
that
look
one's
nice.
pretty cool.
Well, speaking of images, I want to show you this. Let me just wait. Hopefully it comes up quickly and my computer doesn't crap itself. Give me 2 seconds. No, it's not coming up. But there is top. I want to show you this because it's some interesting imagery that they have brought out. Let me bring this up. Look at this Haaland. It is actually a drawing.
Oh, what?
That's nice.
Yeah. See that?
That's sick.
That's pretty cool.
See that Haaland there?
They used very good images. Like look at the Ronaldo, the Messi, at the Yemi. Yeah, pretty good images.
Yeah.
Tubbs did something good.
I actually rate it. I actually really, really rate this imagery here.
Looks like an NFT.
NFT, yeah.
Exactly.
vibes.
You can see the parallels of that.
I wouldn't be surprised
it's
if
good
a
to
set
see.
like this comes out on the Topps NFT blockchain as well.
Yeah, looks like it's already looking like NFT. So yeah, I rate it. It's very nice. What's the insert called? Is it has a specific name or?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I mean, I like this box, but it's a shame it's so expensive. I wouldn't pay $400 for this. Just wait for them to drop it on the market. Like it's Haaland's whatever 5th card, 6th card, 8th card, like release. So maybe it's okay, but it looks amazing. Not gonna lie.
I have seen people post in the soccer card groups, trying to sell them for, $400, 475-ish, American dollars. And
Sorry, told
they've
the other
gotten,
day.
they've gotten absolutely slammed for it. Yeah, absolutely. It was this set. But at the end of the day, like, that's what these cards are being sold for, and it's our fault for buying them at the end of the day. Like, I don't know what to say. It at the end of the day, like you said, Vincent, maybe people might, after a month say, what are the rookies that were going in for this? Are we going to be able to get our money back? What's the point? And maybe they just break it and go into breaks. I don't know.
As soon as people see some autos getting pulled and like low numbered stuff, the incentive of buying these is pretty much gone because you'll not be able to pull them anymore. I'm pretty sure like a very known sucker breaker is gonna have like tons of this stuff, so it's gonna be a lot of ripping in the first month. That's why I think the price is gonna come down as soon as people see that one of one Ronaldo disappear, one of one Messi disappear, out of 5 whatever disappearing. There's not much left in there if there's no true rookies. So
we got offered a case at Carnival Breaks. We're debating whether we do it or not. Because it's going to be quite extensive, the price, but it sounds like people are starved. They're starved for new product, though.
Yeah,
it's true. That is a good point.
There hasn't been much product. It looks amazing. Great eye appeal, great art.
Yeah.
What was the last soccer product that came out? Because I remember a few weeks ago, someone sent us sort of some feedback saying, "Can we talk about new products?" And we're like, "We don't have any new products to talk about."
Match attacks.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Maybe it was the Inception. Stadium Club or something like that.
When did? Oh no, yeah, that came out after Euro Mosaic. Yeah, definitely. Stadium Club, yeah, probably Stadium Club and Inception.
But even those are pretty average.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see. I think this season's products all going to be predicated on the World Cup Prism. I think that's just going to be the one, and everything else is just going to be secondary.
EPL Prism might be alright too for the Ronaldo stuff.
True, but again, for the Ronaldo stuff, absolutely. Yeah. That's what probably would keep it up. But besides that, like,
not much.
What's the rookies in that set? Forget about it. There was hardly any rookies in this set.
Yeah, Chalobah rookies.
Oh man,
and he's a centre back. So is it even worth it?
Crazy.
I do like this. Right. I do like the design. It's very nice.
Pick up some singles then. I like it.
Yeah, probably.
Here we go. The main event.
Let's get into the main event. All right. So it'd be good to see you guys in the chat as well. Give your thoughts. But let's get right into it. So what we have for people who are listening are a whole bunch of youngsters, and we have some tiers. So we've got generational, which is obviously the top, world class just below, then very good, potential, decent, and just straight out sucks. And we're gonna find it quite interesting to go through these now. Got a few players here. The way we're gonna do it is I've kind of just decided on the fly. One of us will have a go each of picking a player. We will allow them to decide which category they go into, and it'll be up to the other two to either flame them for it and force it to be moved, or agree. So I'll roll the dice, guys. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna go first.
Go for it.
He's gonna go first. Hopefully, he doesn't steal my one. No, I'm sure he won't.
No. I'm gonna go with Greenwood first.
Cool.
And I'm gonna put him in world class.
Wow, all the way up there.
Jeez.
Yeah. For me, he can finish with both feet. He's left, right. His composure in front of goal is out of this world. He played 74 games for Manchester United in the Premier League, and his XG is minus 7.96. So that means he finished almost 8 more goals than the average player would in the same position under the same circumstances. That's just clinical finishing. That's out of this world finishing. I don't understand. I don't think many people understand how hard it is. One, he's such a young player. Two, he's been doing it for Manchester United, and he's been slammed quite a lot. Like, remember when England went to the Euros, or was it with Iceland, or what the case? Like, he has been shit on, and he still bounces back. Like, he's still in there. Now, looking at the system they're playing right now, it's not good for Greenwood. Let's be honest. He's being kicked out of the team because of the middle three. So I'm not sure where he's gonna go, if he's gonna get a lot of opportunity. But this guy is next level. I don't say that; the stats say that. So I really love him. That's why I think he's world class. Like if you finish 8 more goals than the average player in the Premier League in the same position under the same circumstances, you're more than just good. So I think it's world class.
Lukey, thoughts?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I'm having more like recency biased and saying that he isn't playing so well at the moment. But it's because of the system he's in. Vincent, I think you're right there. So I'm gonna have to agree. Agree at world class or very good world class. I definitely he definitely has a case for world class. I'll put it that way. Yeah, look, basically all the things Vincent said. Great finisher, composed.
I could live with the top of very good as well.
Yeah,
I could live with that. If we have to
change,
if we have to change him, I would put him in the top of.
No. I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. Just because he's at Man United, he's already shown in the best league in the world what he can do. So yeah, I'd leave him there.
He's 20.
20 years old.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got such a high ceiling, and his performances already at 20 years old. Very hard to call him anything else than world class at this moment. He could fall off a cliff, but I think he's showing all the signs.
Yeah.
Luke, you want to go next?
All right. It's all going to be a big surprise here. I'm going to pick second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth player, Victor Osimhen from Napoli. And I'm going to...
Oh, no. At the critical moment, he's paused. Oh, no.
I'm going to put him in very good.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, did I cut out there? Did I?
Yeah.
Cut out dramatically.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna put him in.
Great timing by my internet. I'm going to put him in very good. Based off this season, I'm just going to get some stats up here. 9 goals. 9 in 12 appearances in the Europa League and Serie A. The amount of opportunities he's created as well. He's just a threat, especially playing in behind. The speed he has for his height is unbelievable. He's a great player. He's in very good at the moment, just because it's been back end of last season into the start of this season and over the preseason that he's been at this level. I think it needs to be a bit more. It needs to be sustained a little bit longer to push him into that world class category, and maybe a move elsewhere. If he can lead Napoli to the title this season, I think he's definitely pushing world class. If not in that category, if they can win the league this season on the back of his performances, but at this current time, definitely in very good.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's non-penalty goals XG, total shots, like his stats, just stat-wise. I'm not saying he's the next or is this or that, but his stats are compared to Haaland, Lewandowski, Schick, Lautaro Martinez. So he's getting compared stat-wise with exceptional players. And as you said, this season...
What website is this for the XRG stuff? I want to use it.
Oh, there's different ones. You have XG Stats. There you just see the basic ones. You also have RBREF. That's the more advanced one. Yeah, I totally agree. I talked about this a couple of times. I still remember him playing for Charleroi in the Belgian Pro League, and he was one of these guys like Jonathan David. He was just too good for the league. He just showed. So yeah, I agree with very good. He has had some trouble in the last couple of seasons, like Wolfsburg, Lille, Napoli, was in and out team, didn't always play, struggling to score goals. But since Napoli last season, I think he's improved dramatically. So I agree with
the last 3 seasons, even the one at where's he come from? Lille? I've had a blank now.
Yeah, so
it was at Lille. Yeah, the last one.
Lille, Napoli.
Yeah, Lille. The last season at Lille, and then Napoli and and the season and a half I've had at Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I agree. Very good.
I don't know about the stats, but the eye test is just amazing to see. He's built like an absolute, I don't know, barn. Like that's how big he is. Like you can't. Sorry, you just got a little bit too excited. So look, he's built so bulky, but also so fast. Like I've seen him close down space on a defender like lightning, and the defender just go, "What the hell? How's he just right there?" And they make rash decisions.
On the counter, it's absolutely ridiculous, especially when the ball's in the air. It's an absolute. It's crazy to see. I would not want to be a defender facing him when I've got the ball coming over my head on the counter attack. Oh my god, I would be absolutely crapping myself.
Absolutely. Now, I've got a player, and I think I'm going to be a little bit controversial here.
Here we go.
Let's go.
That's what I like to see. This is Barella. And so Barella plays for Inter Milan, one of the staple players there. Look, guys, I'm going to put him into world class. I'll be honest with you.
I thought you were going to put him in potential. I was going to say, are you serious?
No, he's definitely not going to be in potential. Definitely not going to be in potential.
And that is controversial. Yeah. Okay.
Look, it is controversial going world class. He probably, for the average person, will put very good. But seeing him week in, week out, and I'll just call out some stats. He's played 11 games so far, had 6 assists and 1 goal. I'm not sure what his XG and all that is like, but his performances have just been absolutely amazing. He's so critical to that team, and he's playing so well under Inzaghi's setup. Didn't do that well in the Euros, even though obviously they won it. But the plaudits that he's getting, he's absolutely electric. Whenever he touches the ball, he's creating. He's a threat. And he's quite young still, got a ton of potential, just not getting looked at as much. And yeah, he's my pick. What are your thoughts?
I agree. He's something different. I like him very, very much. Like his progressive passes, carries, dribbles, like he's always in the top 85 percentile of players. Assists, XA, like he's good at shot creating actions. Like his XA is better than his XG because he's not supposed to like be the guy who always scores goals. So that's normal. But the fact that his XA is also like above average, I think it just shows how he plays. As you said, like every time he touches the ball, something happens. You have to watch him. And I think it wasn't him. He scored that amazing goal against Belgium from the volley, like on his volley. I think it was him from around the box. Yeah, like I like him very, very much. I really.
Was that in the Nations League?
Yeah. I really like him. I agree with world class.
I have to agree as well, especially I took the opportunity to pick up some of his graded cards before the Euro, based off last season, and talking to Dan as well. Dan's always a good insight for Serie A. And then
someone listens to me.
Yeah, of course. Listen, but you also got to do your own research. You can't just blindly listen to people. Yeah,
of course.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to put him in there too. If not, it'd be like the absolute top of very good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
Good. That wasn't as controversial as I thought it was going to be. Good. Vincent, your thoughts? Next one.
First, I have a question for you. What was the player? Wow, I'm now having a blank. Who was the player? The special one. What's his name again? The coach. The special one.
Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho. Oh, Jesus Christ! What was the player he said he would fill a team with? Was that Politano?
Pellegrini?
Pellegrini. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Yeah, son. My next player is gonna be Bukayo Saka.
Let's find him. Here we go.
Maybe this is a bit controversial. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm questioning between world class, and very good. So I would right now I would put him in the top at very good. I think he Jesus, it's a hard one because I would put him in world class. I would even consider generational.
Wow.
This I think I already mentioned it, but soccer IQ is very important to me. Like, everyone can score a goal, but what this kid does at his age, like, he can play right back, left mid, left wing. He can play everywhere, and he does it very well as well. Like, some players have a hard time understanding one position, but you can put him anywhere, and he will do at least a good job, and that's more than some players do on one position. So if it's the same, a little bit of the same profile as Barella, I would say, better at assisting than scoring. He's not meant to score goals, but he makes something happen. If you give him the ball, there's always something lurking around the corner. Very good at progressive carries, touches around the penalty box, clearances, interceptions. Like, he reads the game very, very well. And at his age, for a team like Arsenal, he should play every single game, in my opinion. He's something different, and at that age, I really like the guy. So I would put him top very good, maybe middle world class, but let's put him at very good for now.
Lukey?
Yeah, I'd agree with very good. I don't know if I'd put him in world class just yet, but it's positive seeing him get so many appearances and stuff like that for Arsenal already at this age. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't crack world class for me just yet. Just yet, anyway. Like, who knows? Who knows? Dan?
That's the thing. We probably should have done a little bit of a summary of how we would assess these, because, you know, Osimhen and Saka both have a very, very high ceiling to jump up that list. You know, with a move to a decent team or something like that, or, you know, if you're an Arsenal fan, I'm very sorry for that assessment. And, you know, Napoli's obviously a decent team, but, you know, we're talking about the challenging for Champions League here, which they obviously are not. So they've definitely got potential, but I think that I'd agree with Saka in that position. Lukey, your next one?
So I'm trying. Do you have one ready to go? Because I'm still trying to decide which one I want to use.
Do I have one ready to go? Yeah, I mean, look, there's some easy ones. I'll put an easy one in there. I think I'm going to put Haaland at the top.
I want to put someone in one of the shitty columns. So I want to try to pick one.
Yeah, go for it. Should we just go with Haaland straight up?
Yeah, go for Haaland.
All right, so we'll do an easy one while you're thinking. Let's put, obviously, Haaland. In my opinion, it's obviously, but we'll put him as a generational talent. I haven't seen a player like him in a long time. Probably since I saw Ibrahimovic start doing things in Euro 2004. That's showing my age a little bit, but you know, I remember Italy-Sweden in that game and just being blown out of my mind, and then seeing him come to Juventus and dominate. And I'm seeing the exact same thing from Haaland, dominating, bullying players. Just, you know, it's as much mental as it is physical with that guy. He's just got a thirst and, you know, desire to put the ball in the back of the net and just, you know, dominate defenders left, right, and center. And it's just something that I think would hold him in good stead. And as Vincent said, he's got the type of game that will keep him around for a very, very long time and keep racking up the stats as well. So pretty easy to see why he would be a generational player in my book. What are your thoughts, Vincent?
Yeah, I agree. He's something different. The more I watch him, the more I watch his game and what he does, is like, it's insane. That type of game at that age, like, he won't win international stuff with Norway, but he can be one of these Lewandowski players, like, just breaking records and maybe winning Champions Leagues. Maybe, depends on where he goes. I just have a bit of worry that we've seen that plenty of times. Like, Sancho was playing very good for Dortmund, he leaves and now he's on the bench. There's so many examples of players like that who move teams and all of a sudden they don't play anymore or just stop scoring goals. With him, I'm not so worried. I mean, the way he plays, like, it's insane. Yeah, it's definitely generational.
Luke, you found one yet?
I had one, but I don't know where to put him. I'm gonna go Foden actually. All right, I'm gonna go Foden, and I'm gonna put him in.
Oh,
It's hard. For me, there's so many that are in between. Like they have the real opportunity to be in that world class category, but right now they're very good. Just for my own judgment. Maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe I'm too lenient on some players. I'm gonna put Foden in world class.
World class. Okay.
I'm gonna put him in world class. Yeah.
Okay.
I like what he does on the pitch. We saw it at the Euros what he can do. How exciting he is on. How exciting he can be in that England team that wasn't really doing a whole lot. When he came on, I felt like he changed games at that tournament. For City, it's a bit harder to sort of distinguish his talent around so many great players. But I still believe he's in that world class category. Unfortunately, I don't have any stats or anything up at the moment. That was just one that came off the top of my head. What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely something different. He's exciting to watch. His XG is above average, so his finishing is good. He offers something different than most teams. Like he's something different.
Yeah.
To call him world class, I think maybe a bit early.
Yeah.
But then you can argue the same with Greenwood.
I feel like there's so many that are top of very good, almost like that can be possibly in that world class category. I feel like he's another one that just fits into there.
Yeah, maybe in the top very good or bottom world class, I would put him.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly where I would have put him. Dan?
Yeah, his stats are pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't agree that Foden is as good as Barella.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's another thing you got to take into consideration with these, comparing like the players that are in the same category. Maybe because they're all they're all different. They play different, different positions, different game styles,
different roles.
So it's hard. Yeah.
I think it's exactly what you said, Lukey, about the team that he plays for and getting lost amongst the mix. I think that's where he is for me. I feel like he's playing very, very well, but just like astronomically well to be world class. It's hard to see it. So maybe the top end of very good, I'd probably put it, but he's got so much potential.
Like if he was playing at Tottenham, it'd be a completely different story because he'd be by far head and shoulders the best player on that team. Maybe like you got Son and Kane as well, but he's one of the 3 best players on that team.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but
I would agree with the top of very good.
Yeah. Do you have one next?
Not really. Let's see who we have.
There's a few choices.
Yeah. I have someone in mind, but it's just for the sake of it. Let's see. We have
go a controversial one.
Joao Felix.
Yeah.
Decent.
Wow. I can't say I disagree with you.
Someone said this on another podcast, and they got. I know that they got absolutely flamed from people that listen to it.
Good.
Oh, really?
Flaming. No, I mean
smoke.
He should never left Benfica that early. That's one. I think that's always gonna impact his game moving forward. That he left too early. He gets in a system that's just not him. He needs to get the freedom to run and to be everywhere where he wants, and that's not the case at Atletico. So there is potential, I guess. Maybe potential is a better thing. But his finishing is not above average. His assisting is not above average. He scored 14 goals in 64 games as a forward, like more as a winger forward. False 9. He just has to fit everywhere, just fit in where Simeone wants him to be, and he's not consistent enough for me. He's good at passing, but I mean, is that what you want from a forward? I don't think so. But progressive passes and progressive carries is good because that's what you want him to do. But there's no follow-up. I mean, as I said, like, how much was it? 128 million. He was the most expensive youngster. Obviously, that's not his fault. But I think he was, and he still is overhyped. Like, he has a lot of potential. but I don't see it. And as long as he stays at Atletico, it's not coming. He's not going to be there. So decent or potential? I think potential is maybe better. He has a lot of potential if he ends up leaving and if he keeps working on his game. But that's it for me.
Lukey?
Yeah. All right. This is going to
Choose
be
his words carefully.
the biggest. This is going to be very sort of relevancy biased based. I'm going to go Jadon Sancho, and I'm going to put him in potential.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Felix.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, sweet.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You agree? Oh, okay.
With Felix, no, I agree. Again, it's gonna. I thought you were finished. That's why I was gonna go into this guy. I don't really have much.
That was a big call, though. That was a big call, though. Sancho, it's a potential.
Oh wait,
What are
do
the
you have
thoughts?
stuff to add on Felix? If you want to add stuff on Felix first, then we'll.
Change Felix to potential as well.
Oh, you want to put him in potential?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was okay. So I'll let you get that.
Get
grab
Sancho
again,
off the board.
Lukey.
Get him off the board.
To be honest,
Rewind a little bit.
I'd argue I'd keep him in decent because, in my opinion, well, firstly, like you said, he needs to get the hell out of Atletico, but I just feel like he gets hit off the ball way too easily. I feel like his frame and against decent defenders who know how to check him can really take him out of a game completely. And he doesn't really have many answers. That's what I've noticed from him. Like it's not like he can do anything different. They can kind of get away from it and stop those type of hits. Like when he gets checked out of the game and a player wants to just follow him around the pitch, then you don't see him at all. In my opinion, I think he's probably decent. But do you want to change him?
No, keep him decent.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, you talked me into decent.
Sancho, Lucky.
All right, so after my preview, let's do the real thing now. Jadon Sancho, put him in potential.
Well, bang. There he is.
This is very recency biased as well, because I'm personally I'm pretty big on him. But much like Felix with his situation at United now, even though he's improved in games as he's come along this season from the first game played at United to the 5th or 6th, whatever, I feel like he's gradually improved. However, in the system that they're playing, he's not getting a run, and for that reason, just based off that, he stays in potential because I don't see him getting a lot of minutes in Premier League games the way all is going. And to move up into the categories of very good and world class, you got to be playing, yeah. So that's why he stays in potential for me. Although I do, and I've got to say, I do like him as a player. I love watching him at Dortmund. I thought he was great. The amount of output he had, assists, goals, it was exciting to watch. And I feel like he's just being wasted at United, and that's why he goes in potential.
Totally agree. Totally agree. If you look at his stats, his XG and XA before moving to Manchester United were off the charts. It's insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had someone in the box who finished every single ball he put in there, so that helped his XA tremendously. And he was very good at one-on-ones in the Bundesliga. He could take on one-on-one people, get in the box and score goals. That's what he was doing in the Bundesliga. But now in the Premier League, he's not even getting on the bench. So, I mean, how can you say someone like that is very good? Now, you can argue, again, you could say the same for Greenwood right now in this situation, but he was actually playing. Sancho isn't.
Yeah.
So I would say potential is a good one. And
Greenwood had some great games at the start of this season.
Yeah.
Before Ronaldo came in, he was great. He scored that banger against Leicester. Like he's shown more than Sancho this season.
Like you know who statistic-wise Sancho gets compared with? Pulisic.
Who?
So I mean, to be fair, Messi is also on the list stat-wise, but I think that goes more for the stats he was putting up for Dortmund.
He reckons he should go to Stoke.
For me, it's a lot of potential, but that's it for me.
I'm not a Premier League guy, so players seeing this allure of Manchester United and just, Old Trafford and the story and, the pinnacle of football, I don't see it whatsoever. And I think a lot of players get blinded by it, in all honesty. It is not a good place to develop your football. In all honesty, I feel like sometimes it is at this present, right where it is right now, not a good place to develop your football. Look at Van der Beek, look at Sancho, look at, I dare say, even Greenwood and Rashford. I feel like in other teams, they would develop a lot quicker than it would be at Manchester United. And to be honest, I have seen a fair bit of Sancho in the Bundesliga, but I've also seen him tee up Haaland, right? And Haaland, like we said, is a generational talent. I want to see him do it with lesser players around him and against players in the Premier League. That's what I want to see, right? That's just me. And I think potential is probably a good spot.
Yeah.
Agree.
Is it my turn?
I'd love to see comments once this is posted. After that, it'd be great.
Oh, mate. People are going to slam it, especially...
I hope they do. I hope if anyone has a thought on that, feel free to message any three of us. Any comments you have on our tier list, we'll talk about them next week.
I like it. The next one I'm going to choose Hakimi because I see him.
I thought you would. I didn't want to take him from you.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to put him in very good.
Okay.
I'm not going to put him world class. I'm not going to put him in potential because I think he's shown.
I reckon he's close to world class.
I think he is. And he's
so what is it? What is it then?
It's
very good, but I think
it's exactly that. It's close to. Yeah, exactly right. That's what it is. I just saw his speed, his intelligence off the ball. He's got a really good knack for defending as well. I think playing under Conte gave him that. And hey, he's just an absolute talent. He's got a whole lot of assists. I don't have the stats in front of me. Maybe Vincent can bring them up. But I believe his assist stats are going to be pretty well padded out because he's just that good. And like I said, his speed is going down the wings. He's one of the best, if not the best, right backs in my opinion in world football today. What are your thoughts?
I agree, definitely. Great to watch. I love, I've said this so many times, I love watching the modern day fullback, the way they can attack these days as well as defend. And he's up there as one of the best for me. Definitely one of the best, if not the best. I'd love to see Vincent give the other fullback that a lot of people consider to be the best in the world. I'd love to see you put him on here. He's on the list, so if you want to, feel free to team up. I would, Hakimi.
Yeah, I would put Hakimi at world class. I would
really?
Put him at very good.
Wow.
Yeah. He changes a team when he's on the pitch.
He
team
does.
Has more success. As you said, his assists are like even his XG is above average, and that's for a right back. Like everywhere he played except for the 2019-2020 season at Dortmund, his XG was below average. So that means out of the 5 seasons, he's scoring more than he's expected to. And it's the same with assists. Like he offers so much more than defending in a team. Like look at every stat you're gonna look at. Team success is better when him up on the pitch compared to off the pitch. And as you said, his assists is just like it does offer so much more than other right backs. I think he's world class.
I think it's just the fact that his position, like he's not a forward or whatever, kind of makes you lean towards, putting him in other position. But you're right, I've moved him. World class it is.
Let me take a look at something very, very fast.
Lukey, do you want to go again?
I'll go this one. I'm going to go another right back, one that I'm very high on. He plays for my team, so it might be a little bit biased, but Reece James, put him in very good.
Bang, there he is.
I think similar to Hakimi, him going forward is absolutely it's unbelievable. And I think his defending is better than a lot of other Premier League right backs that he's compared to. So I feel like just based off that, he goes in very good for me. Just had outstanding. The way he can pick out a pass, his crossing is unbelievable. He scores goals too. 2 on the weekend. He's great for me. He's very good. Definitely not world class, but very good for now, for sure. And he's definitely one to watch for England right back going forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna conclude on Hakimi before the thought escapes me. So I compared his stats to Joao Felix, and he scored one less goal than Joao Felix in the last 3 seasons.
Wow.
So, I mean, that shows you how much he offers to a team. Reece James, yeah, I think he's very good. I agree. He's still young. He still needs to develop, but he's getting better and better. You see it in his game. He can change games as well. We saw that this weekend. I agree. He's not as good as Hakimi. I think Hakimi is the best right back in the world right now. I there's no one else that even comes close, I think. But Reece James is I real much like him. Obviously a bit of bias, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to agree. He's very exciting to watch as well.
Who's your next one, Vincent?
You'll go, Vincent.
Oh damn! It's always me. Let's see. Let's put There's no such thing as good. I would. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take an easy one to give myself some more room to think. Mbappe generational. I think. He's obviously generational, but he's also one of the two is gonna drop off the fastest, I think, out of the two generational. Like I think he will drop to world class or very good faster than Haaland. But yeah, there is no denying that he's again he changes teams. Like his ability, his running is next level. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last though. That's something I worry about. Before other ones on the list or maybe someone else catches up with him. Because besides his running, like he's not the Haaland. Like he cannot body check people, stuff like that. I don't know, but he's definitely generational.
I think that for Mbappe, for me, definitely generational right now. The interesting thing, or the thing I'm interested to see is as he gets older and his speed sort of declines, how he can evolve his game to still be relevant and still be, generational. That's something for me that I really want to see, and it's going to be intriguing to see. Much like Ronaldo, how he's changed his game to be what he is right now. For me, that's all I really got to add because he summed it up pretty well.
Whose turn is it? Is it my turn again or yours, Licky?
I think it's your turn. Yeah, no, I think it's yours.
All right. I'm going to be somewhat controversial potentially, but for potential, I'm going to put Kamavinga. I don't think I've seen enough from him to say, very, very good or nowhere near world class. I know he got obviously the transfer over to Real Madrid, which, he's starting some games. He's not necessarily starting all of them. I just, I see flashes of him having really, really good performances, but then I do see him lost in the mix and lost in general, like he gets the ball and sometimes he just doesn't know what to do with it. Off the ball, I find him in the wrong positions at times. But then there are the odd games where he's just playing lights out and you can't get the ball off him and he's doing all the right things. So I just feel like he's a bit flash in the pan at the moment, a little bit, not inconsistent, let's say. And I want to see a little bit more before I start pushing him up. But I do want to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's a fair call. I think a lot of the things you pointed out there's probably due to his age and just maybe where he's playing, being at Rennes and stuff like that. I think he's going to develop. I personally think he's going to develop into a quality player for this Real Madrid team, especially as they bring in. They're going to bring in other stars. Working on bringing other stars, Haaland and Mbappe. Apparently, probably Mbappe closer to than Haaland. He's playing under Modric next to Valverde. There's great players he's going to learn from and develop with, especially with Valverde there. Learning from Modric, a Ballon d'Or winner, I think he's in good stead to go forward and be a quality player for Madrid. But right now, yeah, potential.
I think Camavinga on this, whoever you're gonna put at potential next, I think he has the highest ceiling. His game, I think, is already impressive for his age and what he has to do. But for now, it's still a lot of potential. Like he could turn out become nothing, or I think he could become world class. Generational is maybe, like, who knows, but he has the highest ceiling of everyone we could put in potential. I think I'm really high on him, but as you said, we've seen nothing from him, not yet. At least not consistent, not enough. But as I said, he has the highest ceiling of everyone he can put in potential.
Lukey?
Oh my god! Again, how many have I done?
Was it me or was it?
I don't mind. Oh, sorry, it is Vincent. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Picked.
I'm gonna go.
We've got a few more to go.
Jude Bellingham.
Okay.
Potential.
Well,
like he played 39 Bundesliga games. What are you gonna say about him? You know, he's scoring goals. The thing I do like about him is he's scoring goals and giving assists. So he's not only reliant on assists or goals. So he does both. But just around average. It's not that he's overperforming or very much underperforming. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, I guess. His stats are pretty good for his age and what he's doing, especially dribbles completed. He's in the top 90 percentile of players in the big 5 leagues, so that says a lot. So I think he has a lot of potential at the moment, but we have not seen enough of him.
I think if you're going to put Sancho in potential, you can't really put Bellingham on top of him.
No.
Has to be around the same spot.
I was going to say those two being in the same it's a bit crazy, really.
We're gonna
considering no. Like I wouldn't move it.
Okay.
Like, you know, you compare like different players in the same category. Like it's crazy to have Sancho, who like in the Bundesliga was doing all that unbelievable stuff, and now because he's at United, not playing, and with the circumstances, he's in the same as Bellingham. It's a bit mad, but it is what it is, I guess.
Your next one?
My turn. Okay, I'm gonna go Callum Hudson-Odoi, and I'm gonna put him in.
Where is he? Is him there?
Yeah. I'm gonna put him in potential. We got to put someone in socks as well. We just have to.
Look, I've got a candidate.
Oh, you reckon? And we'll end with that one. We got to end with that one.
Okay.
Just end it on a good note. Callum Hudson-Odoi potential. For me, like. He's an exciting player, and it's such a shame that Chelsea have such quality that he doesn't get to display it on a more regular basis. They tried to, like I was saying before, they tried to mold him into a wing back. I think it worked quite well. You know, playing against maybe some better attackers. I can't remember which games he played in as the fullback, but playing against some better attackers, maybe his defensive qualities probably aren't up to scratch, and definitely not on the same level as Reece James. But going forward, he's so exciting. You know, we paid him a big contract to stay at Chelsea, where there were offers from Bayern. And yeah, he's just a quality player to watch. So quick, good on the ball, puts in a good ball, can finish too. I really like Hudson-Odoi, and I think he definitely in potential. Hasn't had enough game time yet to push very good, to be in very good, or like cement his spot. It was very good, and yeah, definitely not world class yet.
Yeah, I agree. Last season he only averaged 45 minutes a game, only played 23 games too. So with Chelsea, it's hard. They have a loan army. It's insane. They can bring in players at any time, any season. They can call back players and stuff like that. There's so much competition amongst these youngsters, and his stats are not like his XG and XA is just around average, so it's not like he's over or underperforming. So yeah, I think potential is a good one.
Yeah. Well, for me, my justification is just based off the eye test. I like watching him play.
Yeah.
Stats for him, I feel like it's a bit difficult, just considering the amount of game time he gets.
Yeah.
I feel like the stats probably wouldn't reflect maybe as much. No?
Well, he's very good. Like he's in the top 98% percentile of progressive carries. Like he gets compared to Jack Grealish, so he's very much going forward. But yeah, he needs a lot more game time, and maybe that's needs to get out of Chelsea too. It's like
I think so.
It's like Tammy Abraham. He needed to get out, and then maybe that's the same for him.
Because I heard he was going to go on loan in the summer, like the one that just passed, and I was really excited for him to go on loan because I thought he would have come back a much better player.
Yeah.
And I knew this season he wasn't going to get the opportunities, and especially opportunities at key moments, which is a shame. Who's next?
I don't really have much to say about him because I've never seen him play. I'll be honest with you, never seen him once. So I'm just going to go straight into Donnarumma, and I'm going to put.
Don't tell me you're going to put him in socks.
He's going up. He's going up. He's going up. He's going up, and he's going to stay a generational player, right? For a goalkeeper, 16 years old, starting for AC Milan, right?
When you think about that, it's nuts.
Incredible stuff for a goalkeeper, right? Just absolutely unbelievable. This kid is just something else. He's got the height, the athleticism, the agility that he's able to get down real quick, and intelligence as well. What he could probably improve on is his passing out of the back. He's not that great at, but besides that, he's elite. He obviously won Best Player at the Euro 2020 tournament. He saved the penalty on Saka to win us the thing. I don't really know what else to say. He's just everything you want to see in a goalkeeper. He is, and he's done it since such a young age. How you can put him anywhere else but generational goalkeeper is beyond me. Unless you guys have something.
No, it's crazy to think he's only how old is he now? 20.
I'll check.
22, or based off that, he'd be 21, 22?
22.
22 years old to have already achieved all that, it's pretty unbelievable. So yeah, to be honest, when you first said it, I was like, oh, I don't know about generational, but just when you put it into perspective, what he's done already by his age, especially in goals as well, it's fair to. I'm happy to put him in generational. I don't have any opposition to that. Could it be biased? Maybe.
Generational. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can see that. World class or generational. I'm really sure if I know any goalkeeper as good as him at his age. So maybe that's then generational is justified. Damn, it's my turn or what? Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's see who we have left. I'm gonna go with
Come on, put someone in socks. Come on.
I mean, I could, but it's like it was just it wouldn't be justified, I guess. But I can put him there.
There's one I know. There's one I know you want to put in socks. I hope it's the same one you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's not gonna be him.
No.
I actually wanted to put De Ligt into socks.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Okay.
There's another one I could put in there, but again, I know De Ligt is. No, I'm not gonna put him in socks. That's maybe too harsh. Maybe. Yeah. No, I'm not putting it.
That hurts being a Juventus fan.
Let's go with
You disagree with him though?
Sucks is a little bit too harsh.
Yeah. I mean that's decent, maybe between sucks and decent.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Fatty.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put him in very good. I would put him there. Wait, let me see who is next.
A lot of people want to hear how you put him there, because people are saying he's world class.
Wow!
I mean,
I was gonna
his finish. I would agree with world class because his finishing is probably as good as Greenwood's. His finishing is next level. Like, give him the ball around the 16-yard box and he'll score you that goal. But he already had had 2 or 3 or 4 surgeries. I'm not even sure at this moment in time how many injuries he's had. And he makes the team a little bit better, like not dramatically. He makes the team a little bit better. Now, it's always hard with these building teams like Barcelona. Like, you don't know. I think he already is very good. Can he become world class? Sure. Do we know yet? No. I mean, I'm not sure how you would know after 35 games in the La Liga that he is already world class or whatever. But I think he's very good. I like his finishing as a forward. I think that's very important. So yeah, I think he still needs to develop a lot more. But I think very good is good at this time.
Lukey?
I'm working on one at the moment. You go if you got one.
Thoughts on Fati though?
Oh, Fati, sorry. Just with his injuries, and the injuries, I don't know. The injuries for me brings it in between very good and potential. Although what he's shown has been quite good, like he was saying, he's finishing and stuff like that. I don't know. Just the injuries for me, it's a worry. So that for me just puts him in between very good and potential.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm. If you're still looking, Lukey, I feel like I'm trying to put somebody into sucks.
I'm trying as well.
I'm trying really hard. The candidate I kind of have is Martinelli, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
Oh,
bro,
that's a bit harsh.
Bro.
Yeah, but that is too harsh. Just a little bit too much.
Yeah. Is there
I'm
anyone
not gonna.
put in sucks?
Yeah, he's a work in progress. He's probably closer to like mid decent, and then got potential to move up.
What about Odegaard? Would you put him in sucks?
Odegaard.
No, I'm just joking.
Sucks. I don't think we maybe should call it. You know what I think we should call sucks? Just like has hit the ceiling of what they're going to be.
Overvalued, maybe.
Overvalued, yeah.
So overhyped. Maybe overhyped is a better one.
That's probably a better one.
Because I can put some players in overhyped. Maybe that's better than sucks.
Yeah, overhyped's better. I like it.
Okay, let's change that
sucks
name.
It's a bit harsh. As much as I like it, it's harsh.
Well, I mean, they're playing in the top leagues of the world. Like, I mean, you can't really call them.
You can't say they suck.
They suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking about overhyped.
I suck.
So put in over. I can put a list in there, man. Delete is one, obviously. Trent, obviously. Rashford.
Rashford, you reckon? Ooh.
Rashford overhyped.
Oh, nah.
For sure.
Far out. Really? Oh, there's got to be some pushback of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not because you own his card, so you want him to do good, that you have to be like, I don't know.
TDC's not happy about that
one. How can you not say it's overhyped? Like, what do you think he is? I mean,
if you talk about hitting his ceiling, I'd say closer to it. I don't know if
he scores you almost on average 10 Premier League goals a season. Like, what do you think he is? Like a world-class player? Because he scores 10 Premier League goals in a season? Like, how many players score 10 Premier League goals in a season?
Yeah, I guess. Jorginho scored more than 10 goals, I'm sure, from all those penalties.
As I said, I understand some people want him to be like God Almighty or something, but he's not. He's very good at dribbling. That's for sure. Dribbling, touches in around the penalty box, progressive passes. Like he offers attacking quality to a team. But
That's
for me,
you don't think those attacking qualities are enough to put him into a very good? How many assists? How many assists did he have? How many assists did he have last season?
Last season 9.
9. Okay.
It's good. Like he had 11 goals and 9 assists in the Prem, which is good.
Yeah.
But that's what you expect from a guy that's playing for Manchester United in the Premier League. That's the thing you want out of what's the other name again? Sancho.
Sancho,
That's what you want him to do.
Yeah.
As well, or even better. I think he's overhyped. I don't know. I think he's a great player, but people look at him as a savior of Man U and all of this and all of that. I don't see it.
I don't know who's saying that. I probably wouldn't agree with that, to be honest.
A lot of people.
Oh, really? I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I think he's overhyped.
I'd say he's good.
Very good. I cannot put him in decent because he's better than decent. I cannot put him in potential because he proved he has more than potential. But I cannot put him in.
He's good enough to be in very good.
Yeah, I cannot put him in very good.
So is that a problem with our tier list, or is that a problem?
Maybe that's me, but for me, he's overhyped. Maybe I'm biased as well because it's Manchester United and they always have overhyped players. Maybe. But
nah, leave him there. I want to see people's reaction.
Yeah,
leave him there. I want to see
overhyped is like its own category at the. It's not necessarily the bottom. Decent can be the bottom, and overhyped would be like where we put players that we don't.
Yeah, I just said is better than potential. It's better than that. But I think
it makes me feel a little bit better about Delete because
I'd agree with that with Delete. Exactly. I reckon it's exactly what Vincent just explained with Delete.
Yeah, I agree. Delite's the type of player that, like, he should be really, really good, and you expect him to be good, but then he just makes mistakes all the time. Like, all the time makes mistakes, and I find excuses for him all the time, but I'm kind of running out of excuses at the moment. But I'm going to put one for you two. Let's change things up a little bit. Havertz, where would you put him?
He's decent or potential, but I mean, he showed at Leverkusen that again he was very, very good at Leverkusen. He comes to the Premier League and he's meh. Like, is he very good? I cannot say he's very good.
I don't know if it's very good. Very good.
Was he very good at Leverkusen? He was more than very good at Leverkusen, but now I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave him in decent as well.
Maybe overhyped a bit. Yeah, maybe like Chelsea wanted him like desperately, but what has he really shown for Chelsea right now? Maybe it's also a different system. It's a different position he plays, different players, obviously.
Won in the Champions League.
Yeah, but I mean, players on the bench also won the Champions League. I mean,
Pulisic almost sealed the Champions League. So
yeah, I mean, that he's not in there. Now, one last thing I want to say about Rashford. One last thing. if you look at the team success with or without him, like the XG is better than his actual stats. So that means that the team actually does worse with him on. I'm gonna leave it at that.
There's one that's in the list there that I want to put on this list. I can't get my head around where to put him on the list.
Right,
it's Mason Mount. It's Mason Mount. I can't justify putting him world class yet. Although I think he's very good. But then I could also see him going under potential to make that world class. Then I could also see him going in overhyped. So it's just one where like he could be in 4 different categories. Yeah, and I don't know which one to put him in. I need help with this one. I need help. We'll make a group decision on this one because
I would agree with potential to become the top of very good or bottom of world class. I could see that, but he's more than decent.
Yeah, he's definitely.
But is Fatty really that much better than Mount, considering he only played like 35 games, and Mount played, I don't know,
And he's playing in the Liga too.
it's Champions League. I mean, Premier League.
Yeah,
He
well,
plays
you think about
Champions
it, yeah.
League. He's very good.
Nah, put him very good. Put him very good. Yeah, let's leave him.
Bang. Very good. Very good.
Put him there. Yeah.
All right. The next one I'm going to throw out for you guys is Vinicius.
Oh, this
Controversial one, this
We've
one.
all been
I love
waiting
it.
for. We've all been
Yep.
waiting for.
I know. That's why I feel
You
like
go first.
this needed a little bit of a push in a direction to kind of get you guys to talk about the ones that we don't want to talk about.
Are you going to chuck him in overhyped, Vincent?
Generational, surely.
I'm still debating. Let me see. Here you go. Where would you put him?
Potential. He's done very well this season. He has had glimpses last season, against Liverpool. We saw in the Champions League.
He's been playing 11 good games. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I definitely think he's potential. But if you base it off last season, you're putting him in decent, if not overhyped. But
Yeah,
basically, based on the start of this season and towards the end of last, you're putting him in potential. He has to go in potential. I don't think he's very good.
He's 21 years old still.
That's why he's in potential. That's why I can't say he's decent or overhyped yet.
But he's starting for Real Madrid and banging in goals left, front, and center in the Champions League and the league.
That's this season, though.
Yeah, I know, but he's 21.
Scored 2 goals in the Champions League.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's 21.
He scored 2 against Shakhtar.
He's potential.
He didn't score against Sheriff. He didn't score against Inter. He scored 2 against Shakhtar. I mean,
you with your Achilles could probably score 2 against Shakhtar.
Probably, mate. I only need my left foot. Okay, so potential is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's overhyped. He's overhyped.
Overhyped?
Come on. He scored goals against Alaves, who are 19th. He scored 2 goals against Levante, who are 8th. He scored 1 goal against Celta Vigo, who are 18th. He scored 2 goals against Elche, 14th. Like, he's not. As soon as you go like towards the top 5, he scored 1 against Valencia. That's the only goal out of his. How many goals this season? 7 that were against decent opposition.
I don't know about overhyped because I think he's probably properly hyped. I don't think people are talking about him all the time. Like
his XG is below average, his XA is below average. He made up for it a bit this season because his finishing is improved compared to the last 3 seasons. But his XG is down, his XA is down. He doesn't score against good teams. I don't know.
I can't be wearing this right now and put him in overhyped. He's got to be in potential.
Potential. We'll leave him. Yeah. We'll leave him potential. De Jong.
Vito.
De Jong. No.
I don't know. He's good, but I wouldn't put him. He can be very good. Yeah, maybe.
You put him in very good?
If I look at the players who are in there, yeah, he can be in there. But he's older too, right?
That's why I could see him going in decent, to be honest.
He's 24 already.
That's why I could see him going in decent.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be on the list. He's too old.
Yeah,
I think he's hit his ceiling, honestly. I can't see him getting much better than what he is.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. He's very good at what he does, but I'm not sure if he can become even better. And he's 24. Like he's maybe Havertz is also like older, right? Yeah, you're gonna put him in decent then.
Well, I mean, you got to.
It's harsh, but
yeah, it's
justified though.
You can't say potential.
No, you can't say he's too old to be putting potential, but I don't think he's overhyped. So he's going to go in decent.
Decent, yeah. Okay, take it. Yeah.
So, compared to the other players in very good, I don't see him stacking up against those guys.
Yeah. Okay. There's another one. I'm just interested to hear you guys' thoughts. Alphonso Davies.
Probably, well, he's on the older end as well, isn't he? I'd probably want to keep him in decent.
He's 20.
Is he? I feel like he's so much older than that.
He's 20.
Oh my god! I feel like he's been around forever. Okay, all right, fair enough. Potential probably.
He's got potential. Even though he's already
I
very.
mean, he played
very good.
He played 97 games for Bayern and he played 81 games for Vancouver first team. So I mean, he played over 150 games professionally.
Do you put him very good then?
I put him bottom of very good. If he's in very good, he's definitely...
I don't see enough of him, so like I can't really.
For me, he's either very good. Would you put him in potential? I don't know if you could put him in potential just because he's played, so many games with Bayern already. But then also, I wouldn't put him in decent, and I wouldn't put him in overhyped because I think he's good.
He offer. I think he has the same thing as Trent. To be honest, not saying he's overhyped. I'm just saying he's much better at going forward than defending. He has a lot of speed, but his positioning is not always as good as it should be.
So would you put him in potential for his age then?
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, if you're good at going forward and you get assists, because his XA is above average. So, but his stats for team success are down. So he's good at going forward, but he can get caught off guard. So
yeah,
I would put him in potential then.
Yeah,
if he improves his defense, then I agree with very good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll call out some names, and you guys just quick fire for the last few minutes before we wrap it up. Yeah. How does that sound? Jeremy Doku.
Potential.
Okay. Mukoku.
Overhyped.
I gotta say potential because I haven't seen enough. I'm gonna play it safe.
Adeyemi.
I don't know. Potential maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at a big league yet, so it's just gonna have to say potential again.
Chiesa.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, I agree.
De Ketelaere. However you say his name.
De Ketelaere.
You can say it better than me. De Ketelaere.
Potential to be somewhere near the top of very good.
Okay. I haven't seen enough of him to comment.
Again, his IQ is insane, but
Pedri, very good. Very good, borderline world class.
I would put him almost top of world class, man.
Top of world class, you reckon?
He's
not like in Barcelona bias.
That guy is insane. He's a machine. Again, it's not a flashy position, but he's very, very, very good in what he does. It's like Busquets in his prime. Like no one noticed it, but he's always like Barella.
Yeah. Yeah, but still borderline very good world class.
Four more for you. Noah Lang. He's getting a lot of attention lately.
I don't know enough about him.
Potential. He's still good to be in the Jupiter Pro League, but I don't know. I don't like him. I just don't like him. Let's see. I think I'm
not quick fire.
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna say
potential for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Potential or overhyped, one of the two.
Okay, Dusan Vlahovic.
Definitely overhyped.
Overhyped. Oh, no way.
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And the last one is Anthony.
Oh, he has a lot of potential.
I haven't seen enough of him to comment.
Lots of potential.
Good stuff. That was a great chat, guys. I know we're going to get a lot of...
I like the overhyped list.
Yeah, the overhyped
This is going to be good.
It's great.
Oh, the backlash is going to be so
There's
good.
only one player missing
wait.
in overhyped. Pulisic. We had to put him there, but it's okay.
Yeah, a little bit old for this, but yeah, definitely has to go there for sure. We might do like an established player list at some point.
Pepe, we didn't have Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe's definitely generational talent. Let's just no debate.
Oh shit.
But yeah, a great conversation. There's been a lot of people watching all the way through, so hope you got a lot out of that. If you disagree with us, let us know. If you agree with all of my picks and want to go against Vincent and Luke, then more than happy to hear about it. But yeah, no, that was a great chat. Very, very keen to get your thoughts on it. Have a great week, guys. We'll catch you again next week. Peace out.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Soccer Card Collective on the Double Coverage Media Network. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to know when we go live. Also, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.